on my way here, I saw a story, and we spoke about a couple of weeks ago about like some of the bigger teams trying to squeeze out the smaller teams with like this whole Premier League.
Oh, you got that notification as well?
Yeah.
I got that notification too from Sky.
Yeah.
I saw something saying that Liverpool, United, I think there was another big Prem team trying to push for like a European league.
But don't you think that would be sick though?
It will be sick. It will be sick, yeah. But listen,
Bro.
when you do that, what happens to Champions League? Champions League is not the same.
Do I need Champions League?
League will still
But do I
happen.
need Champions League?
No,
we need
I don't want to
Champions
be
League
seen.
still.
I don't want to
You
be
do need
seen. I don't want to see.
Why do you
United
need
as Real
Champions
Madrid.
League when I'm playing
it's
Barca, Bayern,
Champions
Real Madrid,
League, man.
Juve every week?
No, like what Shegz?
It's Champions League. It makes it like
That's an
exclusive,
elite.
you know what I mean?
But
That's
that
an
would
elite
be
thing.
that Champions League would basically be that league's FA Cup.
That's dead. That takes away from it. That takes away from it being special. It's not special anymore. It's not special.
Do you know what?
You man act like you watch Division 1 anyway. You man don't watch Division 1.
No, do you know what it is? I think that I'm all for. I think you know what it is. I'm all for having elite teams in one league, but then I think you can still do the Premier League and then still have Champions League. But I think it will give maybe like, let's say, the lower league teams a chance to win the Premier League, a chance to now enter into Champions League with more Ps. With more Ps, you get more quality players.
But
So
don't
I
you
think that.
Don't you think it's a bit funny that it's the top teams in the league that are trying to push for this?
Because maybe that they're bored now. They're bored of smacking
You know
up.
why I feel like it is? They're not bored. They're scared.
Money.
No. They're scared. Because I feel like, for like, this is one of the first times in a long time that I feel like the Premier is becoming a bit of a level playing field. Where
so
you don't know what is gonna happen.
But it's been like that
some of
for
these
years.
It's been like that for time.
it has. But listen, when we go into some of these results this week, it hasn't been like that. It has been competitive, but fam, you could always still kind of predict the results.
But the cream will always rise to the top.
Come on, I don't think it's a scared thing. I think it's more of a thing where all of these teams, let's say your Barcelona and Real Madrid, are tired of just winning their league.
But they lost as well, though. You know,
No, but
Real Madrid lost, Barca lost, Juve drew.
At the end of the day,
This is a mad week of football.
you're always going to lose games, innit? But at the end of the day, we always know that either Real Madrid or Barcelona are going to win the league. Either Bayern Munich is going to win their league, or either Juventus is going to win their league. I
Top
think
six.
it's a bit mad.
In
but I
Prem's
think-
going to win their.
I think that
win it.
with the Premier League is one of the most unpredictable kind of leagues where, again, like, we've had Leicester win the league.
True.
Now we're seeing
Top 4 be a bit more different.
a bit more open
Yeah, a bit
right
more
now
open, yeah.
with Everton and these kind of teams. So I think that maybe it is a time to maybe move from these leagues and put the top 6 in a much competitive elite.
So would you say those teams should be able to qualify into that league?
No, I think that the top 6 teams should go there. All the elite teams.
But would there be relegations and promotions?
I think
and stuff like that. So let's say Leicester wins the Prem because now that they're the top team in the Prem. Would they be able to go to the European League?
I think that if, let's say, that's a good question.
You know what? I feel like
That's
the
actually a
size of the club is going to be a factor as well, because
Yeah.
financially, it's going to be a bit mad. Because let's say Leicester could win the league, but could they afford to fly out in and out?
That's
of
true.
different countries?
True.
I think maybe they might have, like, know how with the American sports, how they do their league, that no one gets relegated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wherever you place.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it could kind of follow like the NBA format.
Yes,
Like in a
exactly.
sense where,
Yes.
once again, no one really gets relegated, but it's like there will be a winner. Like you have like a kind of playoff system or something like that, and see who comes out on top.
No, I'm thinking of like Copa America qualifiers. Kind of like, I think they go into like, sometimes they go into like the top 4 will play each other.
Yeah.
To determine who gets the last spot.
That's interesting.
But it's interesting if that does happen, like Jerry's saying, how would Champions League work?
That's what I'm saying. There's no Champions League if that happens.
Are you sure? No,
It'll be a cup game. I think it'll be a cup game.
I think Champions League should still work, because again, if let's say the Premier League is still happening, and still allow, let's say, the teams in that league to enter into a competition like Champions League. Because again,
So that means we'll make the Champions League a larger competition.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think that would be sick because
That would be
again,
mad.
I think a lot of these young these mid-table teams will shock a lot of these Champions League teams.
But you know what would be a consequence for this? TV money will go down because everyone's gonna buy the European League package. No one's gonna want to pay £80 for Sky and BT for Leicester and them man left in the league.
Well, I just think even with this whole trying to get fans to pay to watch football now, it's a bit mad to me.
It's very mad.
So I would think that maybe...
Would you still watch the Prem if the top 6 were out of it?
Yeah, I would.
Would you pay for it?
I wouldn't pay for it, no. That's why I always wait for Match of the Day. I'm not on it.
So how are they gonna? It's not gonna work. It can't work.
But then that's why I think with the P's that they're trying to now, I'm just speculating here, guys. With this European elite league, I think they'll probably make their thing free because of the amount of money they will bring in anyway. I don't think that they would need to now make people subscribe to pay or to do all of these things.
But the thing is, even if it's not free, people will pay for it. I'll pay for it.
Oh yeah, of course, because obviously you're going to watch Messi, your Pogba's and whatever. So obviously, again, when it's elite football, you want to see the elite man play football. Do you understand? Again, I'm not to say that the Premier League is not elite with these smaller league teams, but again, that's why we watch Champions League, because we're watching the elite, the best of the best, battle it out to win Champions League, and to have such honours on your resume, it's a big thing. So to start this new elite league, I think to be one of the teams to be like, yeah, I was in an elite league and I've won that league with the likes of Lewandowski or all of these other men in it, that would be a sick resume, like a sick honour to have on your resume, to be honest. So I'm all for it personally.
Yeah, I'm for it too, but I feel kind of bad, man.
I don't feel bad.
I feel bad, man.
I feel like an elitist. Like, you don't want to watch Championship. You don't want to watch Division 1. You just want to watch them man there. You just want to watch the top.
Okay, yeah. I want to watch them man there, yeah. Because again, like...
You're not a real... Some people say you're not a real football man.
Okay, then I guess I'm not a real football man. I mean...
You can't please everyone, man.
I mean, you can't... There's nothing wrong in me wanting to... Like, again, I mean, when you watch, like, League One football, some players are technical, some players are good.
No, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sometimes it is dead.
It is.
Like hoof it, chester it, and then cross it.
Sometimes it's
And
more exciting at the same time. It's dead, but I feel like it's more...
the grass ain't even cut properly. It's
Personally,
just,
do you know what it is? I think like with the elite, with these like elite teams with the elite league, right? I think it's more of a case of what managers are going to be tactically sick, because then, especially with these kind of leagues, now that's when you will start seeing the real managers, who's actually a real tactician and who knows their football.
But then at the same time, with that, then I'll also say that we will start to see less skill and flair. A lot of the things that actually interest us, like make us interested in football, we'll start to see less of that, because everything is going to be more tactical.
I don't think so, I think that with the elite teams, you will have your flair man doing their flair things. You will have the man that play it simple doing their thing. But at the same time, you still need to have tactics to make sure you grab the 3 points. I think it's just like in the Premier League or wherever. Like with your managers, you want to see good tactical, a good tactical game as well as exciting game, isn't it? So again, like people say, styles make matches. So you might have one manager with a completely defensive counter-attacking style against a man maybe with a possession-based style. So it all depends on who can come out on top with the players that he has, or with maybe a world-class man or an elite player. It all depends, innit, really. But I'm all for it. Bring it on, personally.
Fair enough. Fair
Hey,
enough.
we're football elitists now, boy.
Trust me, that's what I want to see. I think it's about time, man. Football's moving. Like football's
times are
changing. You
changing,
understand?
yeah.
Like, I mean, like even like with the FA, you can see that FA ain't really trying to change. I'm sure that the FA, the board, there's probably with like 70 odd old white men that are passing their time that are still so fixed in doing things so regimentally.
Yeah, because we should have had VAR in that time ago, and we'd have perfected it by now. But
we
them
are
men didn't
going
want
to
to.
talk
Them men
about
didn't want to move. Them men didn't want to move with the times. Only now, and it's like
Because really and truly, English football isn't exciting as the way it should be. Like, there's no like for me, if I was part of the board, we need to be now talking about bringing entertainment in or little games in and stuff like that. It's just the same thing. It's like after half time, you go and get your beers and your thing.
we're traditionalists. They're traditionalists. Everything has to be tradition.
But sometimes you have to move with the times, man.
It's true.
You know?
You guys mentioned VAR. Wow, a topic that boy, this weekend. Listen, let's just start it off. Yeah. Everton versus Liverpool. Listen, what a
Liverpool got done
match.
dirty though. I can't even lie.
They got done dirty. They got done dirty.
They did. Can I just say, before we talk about VAR, can we just say how exceptional Thiago's disguised pass was?
It was
To
disgusting.
Mane, innit?
It was disgusting. It was disgusting. It was disgusting.
That is what you call
That's quality.
technical ability. That's what you call a man that wherever he asks you, how do you want it? Where do you want it?
And how much time do you need?
What do you right foot, left foot,
bro.
I can give it
The guy's
to you.
crazy.
But Jordan Pickford killed Virgil van Dijk. I don't even know what to. For me, that's a sending off. Regardless whether or not, but I think they were trying to say the reason why they couldn't give anything because it was offside.
So that's not VAR's fault then. That's the rule thing.
But then
No, it is VAR because the ref then said that he then looked into the tackle and decided that it wasn't thing. VAR actually checked and they decided that it wasn't a foul.
Swear.
that's not a
wasn't
foul, bro. Man's just tore man's ACL, bro.
And do you know what's mad though? I see Van Dijk bopping off. I'm thinking, this guy's a soldier, bro.
Because I've torn my ACL.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
you feel the pain.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna limp off, but I promise you, in about 45 minutes to an hour.
That's still
He's
that's
out.
early in the game as well.
most men, you know, they got like a stretch outside or two men on their shoulders. But
I
he was
remember,
just bopping
when I
off,
told my
raw.
ACL, I was in pain. About an hour later,
Yeah.
so I'm sure that he felt it. He felt that because even the way his leg was proper straight and Jordan, he really went for it. I was thinking, to be honest, Pickford does too much, man. He does way too much.
He's been a liability for a few games
Does
now
way too
anyway.
much. But I think that with the VAR thing, I think VAR needs to go.
No, I think it needs to just be perfected and fine tuned.
No,
It's
but
a learning curve.
Fair
They're
enough.
still trying to learn and work it out.
Personally, I miss the unsafe call decisions. Like,
Until it happens to your team.
no, I don't really mind it because to be honest, it's happened to us. It's happened to us.
Champions League final.
It's happened in our favour. It's happened
against
out of
us,
our
yeah.
favour. So personally, for me, I just think VAR.
I like VAR. It
It's
just needs to get
okay,
perfected.
but maybe it's just me being a bit old. I just missed
Nah.
Hypocrite.
You're being hypocrite now.
Yeah, no. I think I missed that little nostalgia of having those debates of like, was it a penalty or was
But
it
we're
a
still
penalty?
having those debates.
You know what? Yeah.
We're
VAR
actually
is-
still having this. We're having that debate right now.
But VAR is ruining it though.
But we're
There's two
having
things,
that debate. Should have Pickford got sent off? Yes or no?
I hear you. To be fair,
But we're having that debate unfairly because if VAR did do his job,
But
that should be a
remember, VAR is not just a computer. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
It's a
But
referee
exactly.
in the room that's
And this is what the
deciding
point- and
if
this is
it's
the point. And this is the
if
point
it's a
that
red
I-
card or
Oh,
not.
see,
This is the point that I'm getting to as well,
Okay, go on.
because in the end, it's still a human. that's
Human,
still gonna
yeah.
judge it.
So the
what
referee,
is the
they
point of
look at
having
it and it
this
tells
do you know what I
system
honestly
in
thought
place?
VAR was? I just thought it was the camera or whatever showing you what it is, and then you're gonna make your own decision whether or not, or them telling you whether or not it is. You know,
Yeah. It is that,
foul.
but there's a ref that's watching
So it's
it,
a
and
ref-
then that ref that's watching it tells the ref that's on the pitch
So then, really and truly, that ref whoever was watching that foul should have said, yeah, even though it was offside, that's a sending off.
Yeah.
That's a straight
So then
sending off.
this is my thing as well, because like if you're still gonna have a human at the end of the day, yeah, that's still judging it, it's just the same thing as just having a referee. Like, why don't we just leave it as a ref?
That's facts.
But the thing is, what they're saying is they should have told the referee that's on the pitch to go and look at the pitch side monitor and then make his decision, and that didn't happen. So I reckon if that ref that was on the pitch in the Everton game went to watch it, the tackle, he would probably give Pickford a red card.
Yeah, because that is a straight sending off.
But even
That's a straight sending off.
I don't understand how you can, fam, VAR. I don't understand how this system can be in place fam, how could that not be a sending off?
Yeah.
How can it not be a sending off?
Because I think I've been seeing on Twitter, there was even like other like kind of like pictures taken of other players doing the exact same tackles and challenges. I think some of them got a red card or yellow, but that is a straight send off.
But so what was? Did they come out and say why he didn't get sent off?
Because it wasn't.
They just said it wasn't.
Because it wasn't offside because he was offside.
Oh, okay.
So obviously by that time it wasn't in play. But that's a madness to me.
So that means I can 2-foot you.
Yeah.
And
if it's offside, then
that's it.
Yeah. See, that don't make sense. That don't make sense.
And even this whole offside thing as well. I think it's just getting a little bit too out of hand.
So really,
It was his sleeve, innit? Apparently,
for the offside
it was his
thing,
sleeve.
do you know
On
how
his sleeve.
perfect you have to be to now be onside now? You have to now really time your run to perfection.
Yeah, no, it's dumb. It's dumb. What happened to give the striker the benefit of the doubt?
That's
What happened
why.
to that?
That's what I'm saying. That's the part of football that I miss. Because I think that, especially with the Mane thing, bro, he wasn't offside.
Bro, they said it was his sleeve, apparently.
Bro, sleeve. Man, are saying sleeve. Man, are not saying that because the wind has blown your sleeve, that you're offside. Bro, do you know how? That's what I'm saying. Do you know how bad boy?
But do you know what's mad? Yeah, when I was watching the Champions League not last year, sorry. The one that just went, yeah. It felt like last year because of flipping COVID-19. Yeah. They weren't doing none of that millimeter shit.
Because I don't think is VAR in Champions League.
It was.
But I think, I suddenly think that FIFA rules and FA rules are two different things.
And that's a problem. For me, that's a problem. How can you have two conflicting rules?
But then, shouldn't FIFA be the overstanding rule? Like, if this was what we're doing, you have to do this.
Yeah.
So I think FIFA needs to maybe.
But then it's down to how you interpret things. So FIFA could say this is the rule.
Yeah.
But you could interpret it a different way than I'm interpreting it.
Yeah.
Cause I don't think if this was Champions League, I don't think that's
because last year last Champions League the one that Bayern just won.
Yeah.
There was those kind of goals and they won't check it no millimeter nothing. They're just giving it.
Because my thing is that, like, let's be honest, like, you're really asking a player to perfect his run, where sometimes, like, as a striker, you might have made that run, but because maybe your midfielder hasn't seen it, you might have to now come back again to make a new run to get on
and not even just as a striker, just as a fan, we want to see goals. As when we're watching football, we want to see goals. We don't want a goal to be ruled out because he was offside by a millimeter. That's dead.
Like, another thing that I don't really like with the VAR thing is that when the game's finished, the final whistle's blown, you're now bringing back the play again. It doesn't make any sense. Let the game be done, innit? You've made that mistake, you have to live with it, and let's move on, innit? So even like when I think was it the Brighton game? So even though we won that game based off
the final whistle blew,
but I don't like that. The fact that we've now won on a what's the word that I'm looking for?
Technicality.
Yeah, bro. To understand that, it's just like, I'd rather get that 3 points the way that well hard earned and deserved, not because VAR's checked it.
And you know what? Same with the Rashford penalty for Newcastle. I didn't like that either.
Yeah,
I think that's
like
that
VAR's
was so
checking every little thing, and when it's in slow motion, obviously it's gonna look like a pen. It's like
personally, I don't think that was a penalty.
Yeah, it's like VAR's kind of like
nobody even asked for VAR. All I wanted, was goal line.
Technology. That's it.
That's actually it.
That's
what everyone wanted.
The only time that I thought, it was peak when Lampard scored that goal against Germany, and there was no goal line technology. It's those kind of things that you need goal line technology for. Anything else, let the referee and the linos do do their job. That's the whole reason why we have linos and referees. If that's the case, then we might as well start building robots and then let them put up their hands.
Bro, that's what we're getting into. We're gonna get into robots and that. Trust me, soon come. But I like VAR. I actually like VAR. I think they got 2 years to perfect it.
You can't perfect it because
They
it's
can.
still gonna be a human that's still
But
running.
they're gonna eliminate some of the errors that's happening now.
that last
Well, they need to because what VAR is only like what, a year old or two.
Yeah, this is the second season that it's been in.
So, like Jerry's saying, obviously new in it. So
Yeah, give it some time.
give it some time. But if it keeps on making these same mistakes, I think that
You want to go back to the old age?
I would rather.
Men's diving and winning a pen and then,
Yeah, I would rather.
no,
I'd rather that
100%,
happen.
100%.
Because again, it's just like, well, that's what was happening before. But like you're saying, for VAR, for it to be done in real time and then be able to slow it down in slow motion and then look like it's a penalty when it might not have been, and then maybe for a referee to be like, I don't know if maybe that's a bit too soft, but because now you've slowed it down and you've seen it, the referee still might think in his head that it's a soft challenge, but because he's seen it, he has to now give either a free kick or a penalty or a red card or a yellow card. So that's the kind of thing where I miss maybe the referee making a proper decision on what he might think it is.
But personally, I don't think that's VAR's fault. I think that's got to do with the rules and how it's interpreted. So
I hear you.
maybe if they
I hear
change
you.
some of the rules, like the handball things, like it's like,
bro,
do you know how many
madness.
handballs there were, and that were given penalties?
Even that handball thing is stupid. What do you mean, like, if it hits your hand now?
get
It
that.
doesn't.
Yeah,
So what do you
that
want
doesn't
man
make
to do? So now you can't even like. You
But
can't
I've seen
even,
defenders.
the way
I've seen
defenders
defenders.
defend.
Yeah, but even that. Because okay, but what if they hits the elbow? Wouldn't that be a penalty? No.
Yeah,
Boy, it depends who's refereeing.
That's true. That's true, and I think that maybe that's where referees should now use their moral compass and maybe go against VAR sometimes. Be like, well, I hear that, but I don't.
I was
really...
there. I saw it, and I don't
you know
think
what
it was.
I feel like VAR should only be used. Yeah, let's say like a ref isn't sure about a decision or something, and it's like, okay, cool, I want to go and see it. I don't think VAR should intervene. I feel like if the ref didn't catch something and wants to just like kind of reassure himself.
That's how,
about a decision,
I think that's how they
when
use
it's
it in
used.
rugby and that,
Yeah,
innit?
that's how other
Yes,
sports
yes.
use it.
Yeah.
So I feel like it should be.
But I think that maybe like again, if there's something that you haven't seen that VAR has seen, and someone's spoken in your ear and said, "Oh, go and check this out," then go and check it out. But even if you feel like that's a minor, like let's play on with the game, play on with the game. But I think it's a thing where because man has now seen the incident, you have to now listen to what the person's now saying and saying, "Oh, that's a red card," and it's like,
I was there live. I saw it. I thought it wasn't.
So it's a bit techie. It's techie.
All I'm saying, FIFA, UEFA, FA, all of you man, sort it out.
Yeah, man, pattern up, man.
Sort it out.